Shri Shri Radha Govinda and Srila Prabhupada welcomes you all for our level 2 Bhagavad Gita as these sessions. And from today we'll be starting our level 2. It's detailed study, more detailed study. We have most detailed study also. So this is like some more overview, some more understanding of Bhagavad Gita. And let's pray Shri Shri Radha Govinda and Srila Prabhupada so we understand Bhagavad Gita in the right spirit and can apply in our lives in the right spirit. Hare Krishna. Om Gnanatimirandasya Gnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanustute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatharine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna everyone Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Bol. Thank you. So we saw Bhagavad Gita as a gist in the 18 days course, right? So now we are going to see prominently why how the whole Bhagavad Gita is structured and how Srila Prabhupada has wrote Bhagavad Gita. How Srila Prabhupada, it's not some mental speculation that Srila Prabhupada just wrote something that whatever he feels. Prabhupada, he completely dependent on the previous acharyas in our parampara. So his main commentary was mostly from Srila Baladev Vidyabhushana. He's one of the prominent acharyas in our parampara. So most of the commentaries from the commentary written by Srila Baladev Vidyabhushana and then Srila Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur and Srila Sridhara Swami and Sri Ramanujacharya. So Prabhupada read all these commentaries and he assimilated it, he understood it, he realized it, and then he wrote to the level of the audience in the Kali Yuga. How much we can understand, based on that he wrote the commentaries. So to our day and age, how we can relate to Bhagavad Gita. So we can so systematically and so practically he presented Bhagavad Gita. So let's see it. So this is the first to know more about Bhagavad Gita, like to know more about this, we say Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Priya Mataji. Yes. So this first let's see the Kuru family tree. So how this now the Bhagavad Gita, it's between the fight between the Pandavas and the Kauravas, right? First we'll get to the Pandavas and Kauravas from the Kurus. So Kuru is a king, and from Kuru's son was Shantanu, and Shantanu have a wife that is Ganga Devi, the river Ganges. So with Ganga Devi, Shantanu has a son called Bhishma. So the Bhishma Dev that we are seeing, the Bhishma Pitamaha, he's a son of Shantanu and Ganga. It's a long story. We don't need to get into the details of all those because that's not our subject matter. We're just knowing the whole the lineage. And then Shantanu later, after Bhishma was born, and then Shantanu wanted to marry again, and so Shantanu got married to Satyavati, and from Satyavati, Shantanu got two children, that is Chitrangada and Vichitravidya. And Chitrangada and Vichitravidya were the two sons from Shantanu and Satyavati. And Chitrangada, he died in a young age, so he was not married. And then Vichitravidya, who was married to two two girls. One is Ambika and the other one is Ambalika. And then, unfortunately, Vichitra Vidya was also not. Vichitra Vidya also died at an young age after the Ambalika was married to him. And then, so what happened? Satyavati, before marriage, prior to marriage, she had a relation. It's not like a relation. It's something divine thing that Parashara Muni and Satyavati had. It's and then Vyasadeva was born. And Vyasadeva is technically the son of Satyavati. So Satyavati will request Vyasadeva to beget children with Ambalika and Ambika. So from Vyasadeva, so Vyasadeva is the Muni, right? He's such a great personality. He's a supreme personality of Godhead himself. He's an incarnation of supreme personality of Godhead. So from Vyasadeva and Ambika, we get Dhritarashtra, who is the son of the Kauravas. And with Vyasadeva and Ambalika, we get Pandu, who is the father of Pandavas. And also Vyasadeva will get a child from a Dasi. That's why the person is Vidura, his Dasi Putra. So there are three siblings from Vyasadeva. That's the sons of Vyasadeva. That is Dhritarashtra, Pandu, and Vidura. And Dhritarashtra, when there was a time to beget children, Ambalika will close her eyes. So that's why Dhritarashtra was born blind. Actually, he's told spiritually blind also. He's materially he may be opulent, but he's not only physically blind, he's spiritually blind also. He doesn't even he's seeing Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead in front of him, still he's not able to realize that he is Krishna. So he's in such a position. And then Pandu, he was Ambalika. Ambalika also had some issue, some problem, and so that's why Pandu was also not able to live long. And the best one was Vidura actually. Vidura was the best personality. Actually, Vidura is told he's an incarnation of the Yamadharmaraj, the death personified, the one who takes us when we go to Yamaloka. So Yamadharmaraj is an incarnation who came as Vidura. So all these things are the Leela. These are all the pastimes. Now, whatever happening to us, it's karma. So because we are conditioned souls, we are supposed to take this body. We're supposed to be in a dog body. We're supposed to be in a human body. We're supposed to be in a cat body according to our karma. And all these personalities here, whoever are coming, they're coming as a Leela. Leela means already the script is written, right? Already the script is there. Now these persons who are coming, they're just enacting the script. Now Vyasadeva, he already wrote the Vedas. He wrote everything, all these stories. Before Mahabharata happening, he wrote what's going to happen in the Mahabharata. Is it possible? It's a script. So all these personalities who are taking us different incarnations to teach us different things. So this Mahabharata is a pastime played to help the conditioned souls, all of us, to understand what is dharma, what we are supposed to do as a human being. Now all these personalities, then they are different. They're just playing a role. What they are supposed to play. That's it. They're not like us. That they're not forced by the modes. They're not forced by the sattva guna, rajoguna, tamoguna. Nothing like that. The script is already there. They're just coming and playing. Now, how the actor, the director writes all the script, right? So the director writes all the scripts, and the persons, whatever he may be outside, but he'll come and play the role. So that's how they're playing the role. So and then from Pandu we have the Pandavas, the five persons, that is Yudhishthir, Bhishma, Yudhishthir, Bhishma, Arjuna, Nakula, and Sahadeva. These are the five Pandavas. And from Dhritarashtra, there are 100 children. That is from with Gandhari, and Pandu with Kunti Maharani. And Arjuna, and for five Pandavas, we have Draupadi as their wife. And Arjuna has another wife, that is Shubhadra. And from Shubhadra, Arjuna beget Abhimanyu. And Abhimanyu is married to Uttara, and King Parikshit is born. And King Parikshit's son is Janamejaya. Actually, this Mahabharata story, the whole story of Mahabharata, is narrated by Jaimini Rishi to Janamejaya. Now, the Janamejaya is the son of Parikshit Maharaj. I was telling last time that Parikshit Maharaj was the one who was hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. He heard Bhagavatam 7 days from Sukadev Goswami, right? That was Srimad Bhagavatam. And Mahabharata is also a conversation. Everything Srila Vyasadeva write as a script, as a conversation, as a dialogue. So Mahabharata was also a conversation between the Jaimini Rishi and the Janamejaya. Jaimini Rishi narrated Mahabharata to Janamejaya, who is the son of Parikshit. Yeah, I think this is the overview. So we get into the story. So now where we are now actually why Krishna has to create all this script, why Krishna has to uh, tell Bhagavad Gita, why Krishna has to create all these people, why Krishna has to create all these stories, because when Krishna is there in this planet, Krishna was personally there in this planet. At that time, just by seeing Krishna, people was getting liberation. People was getting moksha. Moksha means what? To get out of this birth, death, old age, and disease. These four things, to get out of these four things is liberation. Just by seeing Krishna, that is our goal, right? At the end of our life, if we can just remember Krishna, forget about seeing Krishna, forget about telling Krishna's name, just by remembering Krishna, we'll go back to the spiritual world. Now, if see the people who are directly seeing Krishna, what is their fate? They'll go to the spiritual world, isn't it? But when Krishna, after finishing his pastimes, when he went back to the spiritual world, or when he went back to the spiritual world, now what about all of us? What about all of us who are not there? We were once there, but we could not get a chance to see Krishna. That's why we are still here in this material world. So, for all the living entities who are there in this material world, who could not get a chance to see Krishna and go back to the spiritual world, Krishna so mercifully, he gave this Bhagavad Gita. Krishna created this illusion to Arjuna as a conditioned soul. Now, Arjuna is an eternal servitor of Krishna. He knows Krishna very well. The why Arjuna is asking, like all of us, because Krishna has created a situation for Arjuna to so that we can learn something from it. It's not that Arjuna is some personality like all of us who is under karma, who is struggling so hard with this all material senses. I'm not able to fight. I don't want to fight. That's not Arjuna's character. Arjuna is just playing the role. He's just playing a role of a conditioned soul, according to the script, right? So Arjuna is just playing a role of like all of us, and Krishna, Arjuna and Krishna chose Arjuna to be in that spot for all of us, because we want to get that knowledge. We want to know, for all of us to know this knowledge about Krishna. Krishna has created this situation, right? Krishna is so merciful, really merciful. So he created a dice game that the Pandavas and the Kauravas, and the Pandavas lost, and they went to Vanavas, and then they came back, and then so many things happened, and they tried to disrobe Draupadi, and it was such an intense situation. So Krishna, he wanted to assemble all the people at a time and then kill all of the people. It's for us we have to choose one after one. So we don't have that much capacity. Krishna is supreme personality of Godhead, and if he can do, he'll kill. He comes. Like Pavitranaya Sadhuna Vinashaya Chadushkritam Dharma Samsthapanarthaya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. He'll come on this planet to kill or to annihilate the miscreants and to protect the devotees and to establish dharma. Whenever he comes, he tries to establish dharma. Why he has to establish dharma? What is the use of this dharma? By doing our activity, by doing our dharma, we'll elevate to the platform of servant of Krishna. We'll elevate to the spiritual platform. We won't be the material platform. We'll realize that we are not this body. Why Krishna is forcing Arjuna so much in this battlefield to fight? Because that is Arjuna's dharma. If he's still thinking that he's a body, then he's in the material consciousness. Krishna wants every living entity to elevate to the spiritual consciousness. And how can one elevate to the spiritual consciousness? One can elevate to the spiritual consciousness by following dharma. That is Varnashrama Dharma. The Varnas and Ashramas that Krishna has prescribed in the Bhagavad Gita. It's not to be happy in this world, to have nice family, to have nice children, to have good situation, financially, economically, whatever. All these things are not Krishna's agenda. That's not Krishna's idea. Krishna's idea is to elevate every person to the spiritual level, to not be in the material level. Material level means bodily consciousness, to think I am this body, my family, my children, all these things is a bodily consciousness. We are not this body at all. That's what Krishna is trying to tell, right? Okay, we'll move ahead. So here, Arjuna laments after watching the army at the battlefield. Krishna speaks Bhagavad Gita. So here, two things are happening parallelly. Now, Sanjaya is speaking. Sanjaya is seeing seeing this because he has Divya Drishti, and he's narrating what's happening between Arjuna and Krishna. It's a dialogue, right? It's not it's a dialogue. It's not a monologue. Here, it's a conversation, and there also, Sanjay and Dhritarashtra, there is a conversation. So two conversations are happening parallelly in the whole Bhagavad Gita. That we will see. So in the Bhagavad Gita, we have 700 verses and 18 chapters. First six are Karma Yoga chapters, and next 7 to 12 are Bhakti Yoga chapters, and 13 to 18 are Gnana Yoga chapters. And in this, Krishna spoke 574 verses. Can you imagine? Krishna, from his own lotus mouth, from his lotus lips, he's pronounced all these shlokas, right? The Supreme Personality of Godhead. So it's just by reciting this, just by reciting the shlokas also, because they're directly recited by the Lord who created everything, who is the Lord, who is Bhoktaram Yagna Tapasam, who is the supreme controller, who is the supreme enjoyer. He spoke all this. So Bhagavad Gita is so special, very, very special. And then Arjuna spoke 84 verses. And Sanjaya spoke 41 verses. And Dhritarashtra spoke only one verse. That's the first verse of whole Bhagavad Gita. Right? So this is how the flow is going to be in this chapter. First, Dhritarashtra's inquiry, and then Duryodhana's fear, and then Arjuna. Everyone will blow the conch shells, and then Arjuna's observation. Then he'll go and see the battlefield, and he'll say many things, and then he'll say the reasons that why he don't want to fight. So we'll try to cover as much as we can today, and we'll break each chapter in 2 classes or 3 classes so that we'll go detail study. So whenever the time is up, I'll stop there, and then we'll continue from next thing from the next class. Right? It's tomorrow. It's just tomorrow. Okay. So there are different scenes, different reactions in the scene. The first reaction, Dhritarashtra was worried. He was really worried. We'll see why Dhritarashtra is worried. And next one is Duryodhana. He's in fear. Here Dhritarashtra is worried, and Duryodhana is in fear, and Arjuna is lamenting. Arjuna is feeling sad. Arjuna is lamenting. So these are the three reactions in the battlefield. Yeah. धृतराष्ट्र उवाच धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुयुत्सवः मामका पाण्डवश्चैव किमकुर्वत Sanjaya. Priya Mataji, want to read the translation, please?
Yes. Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjaya, after assembling in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra, what did my sons and the sons of Pandu do, being desirous to fight? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you. So now we saw this, that Dhritarashtra here in the first verse only, we are seeing the mentality, the behavior, the attitude of Dhritarashtra. He's telling in this pilgrimage. So he's acting nicely. Actually, he wants the fight to happen. So he's putting in a nice words. Dharma Kshetra is such a nice Dharma Kshetra. It's such a nice place. It's Dharma Kshetra. Samaveta Yuyutsavaha. Mamaka Pandavascheva. Kimakurvata Sanjaya. What are they doing? If someone are in the battlefield, what will they generally do? They fight. He know that. But still he's asking. He's little worried whether because Dharma Kshetra, whether there is a compromise. He don't want any compromise, because my sons, there are hundreds, there are his sons are only 100 sons, and there are 11 Akshohinis. in their sign in their Sena. And here for the Pandavas there are only 7. So we have a lot. We have Bhishma, we have Drona, we have all the stalwart personalities in our side. If so we will win. So we don't want this. We don't want Pandavas to take the kingdom. So that's the mentality. So who was Sanjaya? Sanjaya, he was a student of Vyasa. By the mercy of Vyasa, was able to envision the battlefield of Kurukshetra, even while he was in the room of even in the room of Dhritarashtra. So he was sitting in the room. So he was having a Zoom. So he was able to see what's happening in the Kurukshetra, right? Because that's called Divya Drishti. That was given by Vyasa Maharshi to Sanjaya. So why Kurukshetra is called Dharmakshetra? Mataji, you want to read this? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Why Kurukshetra is called Dharmashetra? A place where religious rituals are performed. Vedas, a place of worship, even for the denizens of heaven. On the battlefield of Kurukshetra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead was present on the side of Pandavas, wiped out unwanted plans like Duryodhana and established Dharma.
Yes, Mataji. Right. So why Kurukshetra is called Dharmakshetra? Because now we have now as I was telling, Krishna collected all the. It's not Kurus means it's not only the 100 sons of Dhritarashtra. Kuru we saw, no, from Kuru all everything came. So Kuru dynasty means all the people. Whoever are not righteous, whoever are there on the Kaurava side. Kaurava side means such a cruel people. All are very cruel people. If they're taking the side of Kauravas, they're very cruel, right? And Krishna doesn't want any cruel people to be on the earth. It's actually a burden to the earth, right? Krishna comes to annihilate the miscreants, and Krishna says this all the time. Even though Krishna, if he kills also, it's actually a blessing to them, isn't it? Even though if Krishna is killing them, he's giving them liberation. Now, whoever are seeing Krishna in the battlefield, they're all getting liberated. In Bhishma Stuti, in Srimad Bhagavatam, in the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, in the Bhishma Stuti, Bhishma tells this that in one of his prayers, he says that he's seeing all the living and all the entities, whoever are dying in the battlefield, they're getting their swarupa, they're getting their original form in the spiritual world. He's seeing all this because Bhishma is also a devotee of Krishna, and he's just playing the role that he was supposed to play in that. So all the people who are there, even though if they act inimically with Krishna, still Krishna is so merciful. Just seeing Krishna, just taking Krishna's name, just having some connection with Krishna is so. It's so fortunate. We are so fortunate. It's not very easy to come here to get to this point of just hearing the name Krishna. There are how many countries are there? Many countries doesn't know Krishna. Here also, no one knows Krishna. No, they doesn't know. They cannot even pronounce Krishna. That's the situation. Many people doesn't know him. It's very rarest opportunity, right? So Dharma Kshetra, it's told because the weeds of the unwanted plants are taken out. So it's becoming good field. Like a farmer, he always tries to kill the weeds by using some herbicide so that his crop is protected. So Krishna, like a farmer, he's protecting the plants, he's protecting the pious people, or the pious people, and annihilating them and removing the weeds, removing the unwanted plants. Right? What are the reasons for Dhritarashtra's inquiry? So why he was asking that question, he was highly doubtful about his son's ultimate victory because it was a Dharma Kshetra. He was really worried because he know how his sons are, how he is. So no one has to tell, no one has to think that, oh, I'm such a good person. If he's such a cruel person, he won't think that I'm such a good person. It's not possible because they know how crooked they are. Internally, at least. Externally, they may act however they want. We may not know. We know internally how bad they are. They may act so nice, so good. We may become fool. But Krishna, who is there as a Paramatma, they cannot fool Krishna. They has to take the repercussion. Whatever karma that they do, they has to take it. They has to take the repercussion. Right? Did not want to compromise between the cousins. wanted to be sure for the fate of his sons on the battlefield, very fearful about the influence of the holy place and the of the outcome of the battle. Sons of Pandu were all virtuous. So he know that. That's why he was worried. So what was the state of Dhritarashtra's mind? Both the Pandavas and the sons of Dhritarashtra belonged to the same family. Deliberately claimed only his sons as Kurus. They both are from the Kuru dynasty. But he particularly told my sons and Pandavas. So it clearly shows his mentality. So separate the sons of Pandu from the family heritage only. He separated them just by having the power. He actually has to take care of Pandavas as their own sons because they don't have father and they're just five children. And how much care he can give to them. They didn't ask much. They just asked five places, and that also Krishna only went for the peace treaty. Krishna also doesn't want to create such a big war. But the Kauravas were so much fallen that they were not even able to give five villages for such a virtuous persons like Pandavas. So the battle was inevitable for Krishna because the Kauravas were such cruel persons, isn't it? So it was there was no other option, and because Krishna has to establish dharma, Krishna has to put a person who can rule the world with dharma, who can rule the world according to the rules and regulations, according to the scriptures. So what was Lord Krishna's plan? The analogy is a part as a this we already saw, right? Priya Mataji, want to read this?
Okay. As in the paddy field, the unnecessary plants are taken out. In the religious field of Kurukshetra, where the father of religion, Sri Krishna, was present, the unwanted plants like Dhritarashtra's son Duryodhana and others would be wiped out, and the thoroughly religious persons, headed by Yudhishthira, would be established by the Lord. This is the significance of the words Dharmashetre and Kurukshetre. Hare Krishna.
Very good. Thank you, Mataji. So as I was telling, Krishna is not coming for us to maintain and have materially to make us happy, to have good job, to have good children, good family heritage. Krishna has nothing to do with all this. Bhagavad Gita is not for all this at all. Bhagavad Gita is to make us realize that we are not this body, to make us realize that our position is not this. We does not belong to this material world at all. Our home is not this. Our home is in the spiritual world. We are here. We are put in such a condition. I don't want to be in this body. I don't want to change the body. Why I have to change the body? I want to be in the same body. I'm forced to do it. And okay, if it's human body also, it's still okay. We will go into a dog body, into a cat body, into a hog body, into a pig body, into any body, according to the behavior that we have, according to the consciousness that we have the whole life. And even the human body also, there are 4 lakh human species, Krishna says. So why we have to change so many bodies? Krishna is so compassionate. Krishna is so compassionate to the living entities that he's giving an eternal solution to go back to the spiritual world and to get a spiritual body. Now Krishna is ever 16. And why Krishna know our past, present, and future? Because he doesn't change the body like us. When Krishna, when he spoke this Bhagavad Gita some billion years ago to sun god Vivaswan, he was the same Krishna. And when Krishna is speaking Bhagavad Gita 5,000 years to Arjuna, he was the same Krishna. He's not changing his body. So Arjuna is just put in a situation like us. So Arjuna is asking, Krishna, how you're my contemporary. How come you are telling how can I believe that you're telling this Bhagavad Gita to sun god? Then Krishna says, Krishna is Govindam Adi Purusha. He's Sarva Karana Karanam. Adi Purusha means from him only everything came. From there is nothing other than Krishna. From Krishna only everything came. Krishna is not like one of us. He can never be like one of us. Because they are infinitesimal. They're so small. And Krishna is Vibhu. He's a greater than the greatest, larger than the largest. He can do anything. That is Krishna's position. So Krishna whole point of giving Bhagavad Gita is to establish Dharma, is to make us realize our spiritual consciousness, that we're not this body. We're a spirit soul, and our home is not this material world. So time and again he's coming, he's sending different people to just make us know this. Nothing other than this. Okay? पश्यैतान् पाण्डुपुत्राणाम् आचार्यं महतीं च मुं व्यूढं द्रुपदपुत्रेण तव शिष्येन धीमता. Mataji, you want to read this?
O my teacher, behold the great army of the sons of Pandu, so expertly arranged by your intelligent disciple, the son of Drupada. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So now what's happening? Now we finished the Dhritarashtra's part. Dhritarashtra is worried, he's fearful, we saw all his emotions. And we are seeing the emotions of Duryodhana now. Now what Duryodhana is doing? Now Duryodhana, when he just saw the Pandavas, because there is always fear in a person who is doing wrong. That's quite natural. That's quite natural. Even though they act so nicely, but we can get it. If someone who is little wise, one can get it. Here, just by seeing the words that he's framing, there only we can see how he's how much fearful he is. Now he's going and he's telling to his spiritual master Dronacharya. See the fear in him. That zoomed it. These are the nice pictures of the devotees who I think these are there in some of the Bhagavad Gita texts also, I think. So Duryodhana, he arranged the army. He observed the army, and he only arranged everything. And he's going to Dronacharya. And Dronacharya, he was there is a why he's telling about the Drupada, because Dronacharya and Drupada, they were friends before. So Drupada, he's a Kshatriya, right? And Dronacharya, he's a Brahmana. So when they were in the Gurukul, they both were friends. And after Gurukul, so as I was telling, this Gurukul, the system of Gurukul is so unique. It's not our material education at all. Now what in I don't know how much in South India, especially maybe in my state, in Andhra Pradesh, if there is a girl child, they want to make her a doctor. If there is a boy child, they want to make him an engineer. That's the whole goal. That's the whole point. They won't see what's their attitude, what their guna, what it suits for them. They hardly matter. Oh, my son, okay, engineer. Daughter, okay, doctor. So that's how the mentality is. But the Gurukul system is really unique. The Gurukul system, whenever a child goes to the Gurukul system, the teacher will observe the child. He will talk to the child, and he'll see what qualities he's having. Now, if he's a Brahmana, then he should be he should be clean, should speak the truth. Like there are some qualities that what's the qualities of a Brahmana? So he'll see which qualities each child have. And according to, because and the teacher is so expert in understanding the behavior of the child. Even then the teachers are also not so expert in guessing what the child is supposed to take. Even many teachers also give wrong advice because they are not trained. They are not trained properly. So the person who is the teacher in the Gurukul, he knows what's the behavior of each Varna and Ashrama. As Varna was telling, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, which quality does he belong? So if he's in the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, then only he'll be in the Gurukul. For the Shudra, he'll just follow any of the three Varnas. So he don't have to take any Gurukul also. He don't have to study much also. Because he has to just follow the Brahmana, Kshatriya, and Vaishya. And these three people are independent. They don't depend on any person. Now they don't go for a job. They don't ask for a job. They don't go for a. They won't take the certificates and go to the offices for any job. That's not their mentality. So from the childhood, they're trained that way. So this person who is a teacher, if he's having the qualities of a Brahmana, then he'll train him as a Brahmana. If he sees a person who is, it's not about from whom he came. If he's a son of a king, then he has to become Kshatriya. It's not like that. If he has the qualities of a Brahmana, then he'll become a Brahmana. If he has the qualities of a Shudra, even though he's a son of a king, then he'll be a Shudra. He will not be allowed to sit on the throne. It's not allowed because he don't have the qualities to rule the kingdom. And if he's a Vaishya, he'll train him as a Vaishya, learning the farming and the agriculture related things and the trading related things. All these things they'll train according to their guna, not about birth. If the Brahmana's son and he's not even having even a quality of Brahmana, if he's showing the qualities of a Shudra, then he's not called a Brahmana. the qualification, if my father is a judge, I cannot become a judge because I'm the son I'm a daughter of my father. I have to get the qualification. I have to study LLB and then some other things, and then I'll get a post of judge. So all these, the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, all these things, we have to get it through guna. We have to earn it. By born, everyone is Shudra. It's told that by birth, everyone is a Shudra. According to the qualities, according to the association that we maintain, according to the qualities that we develop, we can be put into any of the four varnas. That's also created by Krishna. Chaturvarna Maya Shishtam Guna Karma Vibhagasha. That's by Krishna only. He only created all this for the smooth travel of the living entity in this material world. So I will complete the story. So Drupada, he was a Kshatriya, right? And then he was trained as a Kshatriya, and Dronacharya, he was trained as a Brahmana. So after then Drupada, he was a Kshatriya and he got a kingdom. And then Drupada said to Dronacharya that whenever you have any problem or whenever you are in any difficulty, you can come to me, I'll help you. So once Dronacharya was in a difficulty and he goes to Drupada. And Drupada, being puffed up with the being as a king and getting so much opulence, in so much opulence and that royalty, he displeases, he disregards, he dishonors Dronacharya, and Dronacharya will be really upset. Dronacharya will be very very upset, and he curses Drupada. And then Drupada, because he was having that enmity with Dronacharya, he does some yagna, and then he gets a son called Drishtadyumna. And Drishtadyumna, he intelligently will send Drishtadyumna through Dronacharya. And Dronacharya, being a Brahmana, he cannot hide things because he's a Brahmana. He has to tell the truth. So he will teach all his military things, or the things that he has to teach as a teacher to a Kshatriya. He'll teach everything. Whatever the techniques that he know, everything he'll teach. He'll teach with Drishtadyumna. So now why Arjuna is diplomatically telling this? Because like how you would lose, even though you know that Drupada is an enemy, still you thought his own son, right? So don't be such like that lenient in this battlefield. I know you like Pandavas, but you have to fight for us. You're not going to fight for the Pandavas. So he's trying to remember. He's trying to provoke that anger, that enmity between Drupada and Dronacharya, so that he won't be lenient. He won't feel compassion towards the Pandavas because he also knows, even Dronacharya knows very well that Pandavas has to win because Pandavas is having that all the rights, all the virtues, all the qualities to get the kingdom, right? So that's the whole story here. Okay, Priya Mataji, you want to read this?
Yes. Personally went to the commander-in-chief Dronacharya, pointed out his defects, warned him not to be lenient in battle against the Pandavas as he was lenient to Drishtadyumna, taught him military education, knowing well that he will kill him. Bhagavad Gita 1.11 After praising the prowess of Bhishma, felt other warriors may feel less important, said, although Bhishma is greatest hero, but he was an old man, so everyone must specially think of his protection from all sides. Hare
Yeah.
Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So this was one trick. This is how the politicians do. He's a great politician. So after he told that don't be so lenient like how you were lenient with Drishtadyumna. And Drishtadyumna is leading the army. Drishtadyumna is the other side who is opposite to us. Now if you support Pandavas, then that's a problem. That don't be lenient. And later he praised, we should not be. Then he's trying to get the confidence. Oh, we should not be fearful. We have Bhishma on our side. He's such a great warrior. He's a grandsire of Kuru dynasty. How can we be fearful? We don't have to be fearful. And then he's telling, and when he said, yes, Mataji, you have a question.
Mataji, who actually is Drishta Yamuna?
Drishtadyumna is Drupada's son. Drupada, as I was telling, Drupada and Dronacharya, they both were the friends in the Gurukul, right? and they had an enmity between them. And later, when Drupada's son Drishtadyumna, when he went to Dronacharya, now later, over a period of time, now Dronacharya became the teacher in the Gurukul, and then Drishtadyumna went there to learn the arts as a kshatriya. So even though he's the son of an enemy, still he taught all the knowledge to Drishtadyumna. Did you
So
catch it?
he is on Pandava's side, Mataji.
He's he's
He's on
Pandava's side.
Pandava's side.
He's
Okay.
on the Pandava's side. Yes,
Okay.
yes. Yeah, Drishtadyumna is on the Pandava side, and he's now whatever things that he taught him, and he learned everything so well. So he's using it against them, against the Kauravas and Dronacharya. And because Dronacharya is such a wonderful Brahmana, because he has the qualities of a Brahmana, so Brahmana has to teach it. They cannot, if he's a Brahmana, he has to teach it. He has to teach the lesson. He has to give the knowledge. That's the only quality of a Brahmana. If the Brahmana is not teaching, then he's not a Brahmana. He's not at all a Brahmana at all. Brahmana means teacher. So he taught Drishtadyumna. So now he's trying to bring that enmity. He's just trying to provoke Dronacharya that you in the past you did this, so now don't be lenient. Fight against Pandavas. And then he said that he's telling about Bhishma also. He's just gaining confidence that Bhishma, we have Bhishma also in our side. He's the grandson of Kuru dynasty. So we don't need to fear. And then and then Bhishma is such a great hero. And then still this that now he's talking to Dronacharya, right? So Dronacharya may feel that, oh, he's thinking only Bhishma can help and we all cannot do. So he still again he again tells that Bhishma is a grandson. He's an old man, so we should be on the all sides to protect Bhishma. So it's just that he's so tactful. He's just trying to just trying to provoke, just trying to boost. He's trying to boost his own confidence rather than their confidence, because they're confident that Pandavas will win. But Duryodhana, he wants to get that power. So he's just trying to gain the confidence. So these are the people who are there on the two sides. So on the Pandava side, there is Yuyudhana, Virata, Drupada, Drishtaketu, Chiketana, Kashina. These are all there in the shlokas. So they just put it in one slide. Sanjay, he'll tell who are all there in the Pandava side, who are all there in the Kaurava side. He's telling to the Dhrash. Purujit, Kunti, Bhoja, Shaibya, Yugdamanyu, Uttamauja, the son of Drupada, son of Draupadi. These are there in the Kauravas, Pandavas side. In the Kauravas side, there is Bhishma, Dronacharya, Karna, Kripa, Vikarna, Ashwatthama, Saumadatti, Arduri Sharva, Jayadratha, Kritavarma, Shalya, the Kauravas. And they're telling that, and so by seeing all this, Kauravas, Duryodhana is thinking that we have immeasurable strength. We have very strong people on our side, and Pandavas, it's just our whole Sainya, our whole people are controlled by Bhishma. He's such a great personality. He's grandsire of Guru dynasty, and these Pandavas, they're just protected by Bhima. So that's the conversation that he puts in. So अन्ये च बहुवा शूरा वदन्ते त्यक्त्वजीविता नानाशास्त्रप्रहरणाः सर्वे युद्धविशारदः. Priya Mataji, you want to read this?
Yes. There are many other heroes who are prepared to lay down their lives for my sake. All of them are well equipped with different kinds of weapons and all are experienced in military science. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So this actually this negativity, the way that he's telling Tekto Jivita, so that people are ready to give up their lives for me. if someone who is going to win, he should not speak all these words, right? He has to tell that we all will win victory and we all will be happy. That should be the mood. But he's thinking only I should win. It's how the mentality is very cruel. The people are ready to give up their lives for my sake. For me, people are ready to give up their lives. So he hardly bothered about the people also who came to fight for him. So this the conclusion, all of them would die in the battle of Kurukshetra for joining the party of sinful Duryodhana. That's because the word spoken by him also, Paramatma is there in the heart, right? So when he's speaking also, Paramatma is sanctioning. Okay, speak this word. That means that the whoever are there in the party of the Kauravas on the sinful side, so they will all be vanished. Even though Bhishma is such a great personality, still because of taking the side of a wrong person, taking the wrong side, taking the person, being such a personality, such a nice personality, still he has to see the death because of the wrong side. Dharma, if we are doing anything adharmic, we have to take the repercussion. However, how much ever good we have, we don't know good intentions also. While Bhishma is there on the other side, there is not for any good intention. No proper good intentions also. Intention is not good, and the work was also not good. And it's opposite Krishna. Anything that's opposite Krishna, how can it be good? It cannot be good, right? And Duryodhana knew that the two generals, Bhishma and Drona, had some sort of affection for the Pandavas. He hoped that they would now completely give it up as they had done during the gambling performances. So he's confident enough that Bhishma and Drona, still he know that they have some affection for the Pandavas. He definitely know this. Still, even though they have affection, still they'll fight for me. Like how they didn't say anything during the gambling match when they has to go to the Vanavas and when they're disturbing Draupadi. All these things, Bhishma and Dronacharya were there in the Sabha, in the assembly, but still they didn't say anything. So he was confident. Oh, now also, even though they have some affection for the Pandavas, still they will fight for me. So he was that confident. So he was thinking that they'll all leave their lives for my sake, for me to put the crown on my head, right? And then to just make feel to just make feel Duryodhana happy. So then Bhishma, after now he's telling no that he said as I was telling before, he was telling that we have Bhishma, so we don't need to fear. To just make Duryodhana happy, Bhishma will blow his conch shell. Bhishma blew conch shell to cheer Duryodhana. Signifies no victory to Pandavas since supreme personality of Godhead on the Pandavas side. So Bhishma knows very well. It's still just to cheer up, to just cheer Duryodhana, to just make him calm down because he's in fear. He's in so much fear. That's why he's speaking so much. So to just calm him down, Bhishma will blow his conch shell. ततः शङ्खश्च भैरश्च पावनाकगोमुखाः सह शैव्याभ्यहन्यन्ता सह शब्दास्तु मुलोऽभवत्. After that, the conch shells, drums, bugles, trumpets, and horns were all suddenly sounded, and the combined sound was tumultuous. So and then all the conch shells, bugles, everything sounded from the Kauravas side. Now after that, now Krishna and Arjuna, they blew their conch shells. Panchajanyam Hrishikesho Devadattam Dhananjayah Paundram Dharma Mahashankam Bhima Karma Vrukhodaraha. Mataji, want to read the translation?
Yes, Mataji. Lord Krishna blew his conch shell called Panchajanya. Arjuna blew his, the Devadatta, and Bhima, the voracious eater and performer of Herculean tasks, blew his terrific conch shell called Pondra.
Yeah. Thank you much. So these are the names of the conch shells. Actually, these are the divine conch shells. Divya Shankha Pradak Mataku. We'll see that in the next slides, I think. Don't want to put all these in this here only. So next King Yudhishthira, the son of Kunti, blew his conch shell Ananta Vijaya. So the conch shell of Yudhishthira Maharaj was Ananta Vijaya, and Nakula Sughosha, and for Sahadeva it was Mani Pushpaka. And then the great archer, the king of Kashi, the great fighter Shikhandi, Drishtadyumna, Virat, and the unconquerable Satyaki, Drupada, sons of Draupadi, and others, O king. So all respectively, everyone blew their respective conches. That's what it's told. So it's there here also. Krishna is Panchajanya, Arjuna is Devaratham, Bhima is Paunja, Yudhishthira is Anantavijaya, and Nakula is Sughosha, and Sahadeva is Manipushpa. These are the names in the Panchas. Yeah. So this is an important point. Tata Shvete Haye Yukte Mahate Shandane Sthitau Madhava Pandavaschaiva Divyam Shankau Pradakmatuhu. On the other side, both Lord Krishna and Arjuna, stationed on a great chariot, drawn by white horses, sounded their transcendental conches. So this is Divya Shankar. Now the conches that we blow in the temple also, we blew conches. That is a transcendental sound. That's not in this material world. That's why when we are starting, when we are doing any in the morning for the aratis, for the morning arati, bhoga arati, sandhya arati, shayana arati, any arati, we'll start with blowing a conchal and we'll end blowing a conchal because it's a transcendental vibration. It's not some material vibration that's there in this planet. So the shankam, the conchal, any conchal that's coming, that has transcendental sound in it. So now the both when Krishna and Arjuna they're blowing their conchals, their conchals are not, especially Krishna's. And Arjuna is also an eternal servitor of Krishna. So they're both conchals. They're not from this material world. They're the transcendental vibrations. That's why just by hearing the conscious sound, the hearts shattered. There was a lot of fear in the hearts of the Kauravas because the sounds were transcendental sounds, just uproarious. It was really scary. It was really scary. It was really fearful for the Kauravas. It was actually it's told that with just that sound also many they already felt that they're going to lose this battle just by the sound of the conscience blown by Krishna and Arjuna because the transcendental sounds. Sagoshodatra Rashtanam Hridayani Vyadharayat Nabascha Prithivim Chaiva Tumulobhyanunadhayan. The blowing of these different conches became uproarious, vibrating both in the sky and on the earth. It shattered the hearts of the sons of Dhritarashtra. This uproarious whole catastrophe was due to King Dhritarashtra because he encouraged the policy followed by his sons. See how so the point that Prabhupada this is written by Prabhupada that if he's his father, he has to train his children. Now, if the son is doing such a cruel activities, as a father, he has his duty to correct his son, isn't it? He has to correct his son, but he's supporting his sons, right? He's blind with love. With so much love for their sons. Love, actually, Prabhupada says that if a person is so much blinded with the love of their children, that's actually a disqualification for the spiritual life. It's not very good qualification. We should try in the be is in the Keval Ashtakam. It's told that we should not become father, we should not become mother, we should not become teacher, we should not take up any responsibility if you're not connecting the child to Krishna, because eternally we are all the children of Krishna. If we are trying to give knowledge anything other than Krishna, then actually we're not fit to be that post. We're not fit to be a mother, we're not fit to be a father, we're not fit to be a teacher, we're not fit to be a relative, we're not fit to be anything. If you are taking any responsibility for any personality, for any person, we should make sure that we should connect that person to the Supreme Father. Now, only in this life I can protect. If I have a child, only in this life I can protect my child. Till the child is in the human body. When the child goes to the dog body, or when the child goes to the demigod body, or to the Brahma body, to the any body, I cannot do anything. That's my job is done. When the child goes to another body, my job is done as a mother or a father or a teacher. But with the Krishna, if we connect him with Krishna, then his path is secure. Now we're having a bank balance for children, having good studies for children, having all these things is just for this body. If we give Bhagavad Gita to the child, if we give the spiritual knowledge to the child, that's eternal. And the children will be really happy. Everyone is hankering for Krishna. It's not that it's boring or hearing about Krishna is boring. once we take up Krishna consciousness, we will leave all this the so-called things that we were so much attached to, because this is a very higher taste. This is very higher taste. And we can feel it because Krishna is a supreme father. If he goes to that mother, the child, if the child is at least 10 months old, they can remember, they can recognize the mother, right? So they won't go to the other people at all. We just take it, they'll start crying. It's similarly with us. Because we are in different people where we are put, we expect so much from our parents. And then they cannot do much as what all we expect. They cannot do much because they're not our real parents. Krishna can do so much. Krishna, even no one knows Krishna. Many of the people doesn't know Krishna, but he's taking care of them. Now, the elephant who is there in the forest, he doesn't know about Krishna, but he's taking care of the elephant. And Krishna is taking care of millions and millions of creatures who doesn't know about Krishna. That's the level. That's the position of Krishna. Now we expect so much from our parents, from all the people. We won't get as much as we expect. They cannot do much. Whatever there in their hands, they can do because they're all conditioned living entities. In this life, they have given that post as a mother or father or a teacher for a short period of time. And why that father only? Why that mother only? It's because of our karma only. And them also. Why I got this father? It's because of my karma. It's why I got such a mother. It's because of my karma. If you have a very good father, very good mother, because we have such a nice karma. Someone is having very bad father or very bad mother, it's because of their karma. We should this is the background. But still, we should be compassionate because it's a guna. If we have a good association, even though the person, if his karma is bad, if he's having a good association, he can change. Krishna consciousness will not stop for anything. How much ever bad that's why many people come and ask about chanting. If I chant, will my problems go? This is a common question that we hear. That I have so many problems. If I chant, whether my problems go, then it's 200% guaranteed they will. You're connecting to the Supreme Lord. You're connecting to the Supreme Father. So the so-called problems, it's all with the material body. But when you get the higher level, when you're there on the road, then all these traffic signals, traffic lights, everything matters. When you're there on the plane, aeroplane, then all these things hardly matters because your consciousness has increased. Your consciousness on the bodily platform, on the problem platform, to the level of soul, it has increased. So you'll see things and you'll feel that, oh, I was worrying about this. It feels like that because the consciousness level has increased. We'll stop seeing on the bodily platform. So Bhagavad Gita is very important. I think it's time. Yeah, we'll stop here. So one who takes the shelter of the Supreme Lord has nothing to fear, even in the midst of the greatest calamity. Because Krishna is there in the heart of every living entity. If Krishna doesn't sanction, no one can do anything. No one can do anything at all. Because even though if we go to the forest, if the lion has to eat us, Krishna has to sanction the lion to come and chase us. If Krishna doesn't sanction, lion cannot do anything. Can do anything. This is actually science. This is very important science. Actually, Bhagavad Gita, it's a Raja Vidya, Raja Guhyam. It's the secret of all secrets. Raja Vidya. It's the king of all education. Once we know Bhagavad Gita, then it's very easy to live in this world because we know the person. We are hearing from the person who created this and why he created this, what he wants from us. Everything we are getting to know. So life becomes really easy. Now we know if we have a machine, if we get a washing machine, if we know how to operate it, then things becomes easy. Or else how hard it is to wash by ourselves. And so difficult. If you have a washing machine, to just press the button. Things becomes that easy. With Krishna consciousness and Lord Bhagavad Gita. So I think we'll stop here. Are there any questions? Priya Mataji, you have any question?
Yeah, just one.
Yes.
You said Vidura is the incarnation of whom?
Yamadharmaraj.
Whom? I'm sorry.
He's Yamadharmaraj, who is who I don't know what Yamadharmaraj is you know the Yamaraj.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yamaraj is Yamadharmaraj, the one who writes our Papa and Punya, the
Mhm.
thing. So he's the one. So there is a
Okay.
story that some personality he just killed an ant in his small when he was young. So
Mhm.
uh, uh, I think ant or something he killed, and because of just killing an ant, he was sent to the Yamaloka. So he was furious on Yamadharmaraj, like for just killing an ant, and unconsciously. It's not conscious also that he wanted to kill and he didn't kill. It was unconsciously happened, and so he cursed Yamadharmaraj to take a birth as a Shudra or not Shudra, I think in the lower family or as a human being. So again, so he comes as a Vidura. So it's all
Okay.
Leela. Everything is a Leela, as I was telling. Because Krishna wants to give a break for Yamadharmaraj because he's also devotee. He's working so hard for Krishna. So he wants to give a break from that job and to enjoy Krishna's pastimes. So he'll come here to be in some pastimes. So we'll see all this in Srimad Bhagavatam Mataji. In the third canto, there is a conversation between Vidura and and who's the other person? Vidura, he'll go to pilgrimage and then he'll have a conversation with the Maitreya Muni. So that, we'll see there. Is that okay?
Okay, yeah, thank you. And these
Yes.
classes will happen from Monday to Friday.
Yeah, Tuesday to Friday. Tuesday,
Okay,
4 days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Yes.
okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji. Kia Mataji.
So,
Are
Mataji,
we
whenever
pronouncing your name right? Is it Kia only?
yeah, perfect. Yes,
Right.
Mataji.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. So, Mataji, whenever the word Leela is taken during the
Mm, mm,
Bhagavad Gita, it
mm.
means the play which has been already written by Lord Krishna, right? That
Yeah.
is the meaning
Yeah,
of
yeah. It's already when before the Mahabharata was happening, already Vyasadeva wrote Mahabharata, and then the people are just playing the roles like that. It's the script is already there. They're just playing their roles, right? Like how the film script, the director already writes the script, and we feel it like a real thing or not. When we see a film, we don't feel like it's a script. Yeah, we really feel that if the heroine is crying, we also cry. If the hero is in the trouble, we also feel that pressure, tension. So all these things, it's just the same thing. The Vedas, they're there eternally, and Vyasadeva wrote them according to the time, place, and circumstance, and the personalities come to just act in that different leelas. Like
So, Mataji, in one shloka, you said that to increase what you say the confidence of Kauravas, Bhima he played the consul, but somewhere he knew that he is going to be killed because Sri Krishna is on the other side. So he was
yes.
already aware that he is going to die.
Bhishma, he has a boon that he can die whenever he wants to die. He has that boon. So whenever he wants, now whenever he wants, he can die. It's not exactly that Bhishma know that he will die when he is going to die. He know that Kauravas is going to lose the battle. He knows that Pandavas will win because Krishna is there on the other side. He knows it well that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. He know it. So if he's the supreme personality of Godhead is there on the other side, then he knows very well that we are not going to win. But just to give that boost to Duryodhana, he blew that conch. Is it
Okay,
okay,
okay.
Mataji?
Yes,
Yes.
thank you so much.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.